Hey, Danny here, and I am going to explain some of the basics some things that I think you need to know before you start building your website. And remember that this information is meant to help you, not scare you. So I'm going to give you the technical as well as the non-technical version of what everything is. So to start, if you want to get a blog or a website online, the foundation of a blog and a website is actually relates to two things, and one of them is the URL, also known as the domain, also known as the web address. And the other thing is the hosting. And the hosting is basically space that you're purchasing out on someone's server so that they can put your information out on the web. And so you need those two things. You'll always purchase a domain name and hosting. And I know it's very confusing. There's been a few people who have contacted me because they've purchased a domain name and not realized they needed to purchase hosting. So they think they got their $7 domain, and then they're like, what? I have to pay $100 for the year to put this out there? And yes, it's true. You're not being scammed. So once you have your domain and your hosting, you're going to need to log into whatever host you decided to use. And I'm using Bluehost, which is bluehost.com. I love them. I have the hookup in tech support, so I tend to use them for almost everything. But this is just my general account I wanted to show you. As you log in, there will be something called a cPanel, and this is something that is in the majority of large hosts. Now, I'm going to say something that's probably not popular to most people who are trying to start out, but I don't recommend GoDaddy. GoDaddy is very confusing. GoDaddy tries to upsell you a million times. There's nothing simple with them, and I don't believe in their tech support. They're a great company. I have worked with them in the past in terms of getting things done cheaply, but I don't feel that they are the easiest when it comes to, or the most simple when it comes to getting something set up. So I do go to Bluehost because it's pretty cut and dry. Now this cPanel has a technical definition. The technical definition is cPanel is a Unix-based web hosting control panel that provides a graphical interface and automation tools that are designed to simplify the process of hosting a website. Very technical, and I understand it because of my IT degree and background, but for you, in case you're not that technical, it just means that these folks have taken everything technical, made pretty little icons and a graphic interface for you to do all these crazy technical things super simple, mostly with one click. So this is something that you really, really want. When you're going out there trying to find a host, try to find one that has a cPanel, or you might hear also something called Fantastico or Simple Scripts, things like that. You're going to want something simple. So your first question to this host is, how easy is it to install WordPress? Your second question is so you're friendly with WordPress. Tell me how this installs. Am I going to be able to use www.mywebsite.com, or does your system force me to do www.mywebsite.com/blog? I know Network Solutions does that. All their WordPress, as of today, all their WordPress installs are /blog. Or /something, I can't really remember, but I just know the first time I did that for a client, I was kicking myself in the arse because I was like, I can't believe I have to install this here. Doesn't mean that www.mywebsite doesn't work. It just means that it's in a funky folder, and it doesn't fit the usual bill, so it bugs me a little. I don't know how much better that is for security, but Network Solutions is a decent company. I just prefer not to host WordPress there. I have put my link to Bluehost below this video, so you're welcome to use that, and you're also welcome to contact me with any questions in regards to Bluehost. I will do my best to answer them. So today's lesson is you buy a domain, you buy hosting, and try to buy hosting that's through a company that is very WordPress friendly if you plan on using WordPress. Now, the only other advice I can give you if we round back to the domain name is when choosing a domain name, you're going to want to keep out a couple of things. And this is just my opinion. This isn't the industry's opinion or anyone else's. My opinion is this. Keep your domain name or your URL or your website name, whatever you want to call it, your web address. Keep it short, keep it very easy to spell, keep out hyphens, and try to always get the .com. Now, I know there's a lot of people who love to get the .net because .com's not available. I'm telling you, it's confusing. Always .com. Keep the URL very simple, very easy to spell. You know, don't put any very difficult words in there unless you know that's the niche of your blog, then and that's the center of it. Then okay, I understand a misspelled word because you're looking for a certain group that knows how to spell that word. But if you can, you know, think about the overall big picture of what you're creating and how often people are going to put their little fingers onto a keyboard and type that out, and and you know you'll see that it matters, you know. So if you do those couple of things and take care of those, then the next step is going to be to install WordPress. So I will do that in our next video. So for now, those of you who are following along and trying to get your stuff off the ground, if you have any questions, you can message me via the link down below, or you can comment on my blog, or come visit me on Facebook, and I am happy, absolutely happy, to help you walk you through getting your website off the ground. Thanks.